Love is a happy thing, and happy things are happening to me. Love is a happy thing, a groovy light, and it's feeling good, like feeling fine.
Extra time in your kiss.
Welcome.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome to Between Us Only.
Hi. Happy Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
When this drops is Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, guys. We just wanted to. I mean, we have a theme today for today's episode, but before we dig into that, how are you, baby?
My neck hurts really bad. I hurt my neck in boxing.
And you're hurt.
I mean, my knee's been hurting for a while, but yeah, I'm in a lot of pain today. It feels like I was in a car accident, just like turning my head. But I'm doing good. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. My neck hurts too.
She's copying me.
No, I think I have some knots. I usually get knots in my
Knots.
neck.
You know, it's funny. Anytime that I'm hurt and I ask her for a massage, she's like, "Oh, actually, I'm hurt too."
Anytime I'm sick, he goes, "Actually, I've been feeling a little bit sick as well." I think it's because we're married. That's just married life. When I'm sick, you're sick. When you're sick, I'm sick. When you hurt, I hurt. Baby, we're on the same nerve system.
Yeah.
But today's theme is, technically is DNA.
Is it?
Yeah, we're going to talk about DNAs.
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 You mean DNA? It's just you don't.
DNAs.
It's not DNAs. No, it's not that. It's just DNA. You don't say DNAs. You don't say, "Oh my God, there's a bunch of DNAs." The serial killer left all of his DNAs inside of his victim.
We found multiple DNAs at the scene of the crime.
No, you would say there was several
DNAs.
No, you would say there was several DNA. Now I don't even know what you wouldn't say that, okay? Wrong.
But no, we're talking DNA today.
We're talking about DNA today, which is a weird topic. I don't even know that we were doing this.
No, the reason we're doing this is because on Christmas, or months before Christmas, when Andrew was in Atlanta filming Black Dagger Brotherhood, I did some DNA testing on our pets.
She did. It was one of my Christmas presents.
Yeah, because it takes around like a month to 6 weeks, I think, to get the results. So that's why I did them in the fall. And I presented these tests, the results, on Christmas morning. And we're going to share the results with you guys.
Oh, my God.
So you guys can also find out our pet's DNA.
Who should we start with?
I was thinking we were going to start with the smallest. Smallest to biggest.
Okay, so Oliver.
So oldest to youngest.
Okay.
So we start with Oliver.
I guess that's only right because we got Oliver first.
Yeah. Do you want to... Oh, I kind of wanted to grab Oliver so he would be like with us.
He's sleeping right there.
He
He's
is?
very comfy. We don't need to grab them. It's going to be a whole thing.
Okay. Well...
He's very comfortable over there.
Oliver is turning 5 this year. And...
He's our special...
He's our special little boy.
Yeah, he's our special little boy that needs lots of attention.
Epilepsy boy.
Yeah, our little seizure kitty. That's not funny.
What would you have guessed that he was? Cat breeds are hard.
I would have guessed that he is a purebred good boy.
He is a purebred good boy. That's true.
There you
100% purebred good boy.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
No, he's 97% domestic cat.
See, I don't even understand what that is. What is that? Is this just a house cat?
I think
he's
so.
He's 100% house cat.
I think so, honestly.
Because, like, when I think of, like, different cats, I just think of them as different colors. I'm like, oh, that's a black cat. Oh, that's an orange cat. Oh, that's
But I mean, you have like some
white cat.
You have like some specific species that you can like tell
well,
apart.
I know that there's like a minx. Or wait, what is it? Or no, like
a sphinx. That's a naked cat.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you have
Maine
like
Coon. My mom had a Maine Coon, and it was big as fuck.
Yeah,
it was like literally
Maine
as big as Ellie.
I know, I love them. They're so cute. And then you have a Bengal. They look like little leopard.
Bengal?
Yeah, Bengal cat.
Yeah.
They look like little leopard with the print.
Mm-hmm.
You have.
What's the naked one again?
Sphinx.
Sphinx, okay.
I mean, there's two different breeds, but
what's the different one?
Sphinx is the one. I don't remember the other name, but Sphinx is the one that my brother has.
Okay.
Shady's a Sphinx.
Okay.
And then you have the ones with the little short nose. I don't remember what they're called.
Oh, there's the dwarf cats, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they? Or is that
Yeah,
what
but that's just any cat.
little
could
short
be.
arms?
Yeah, any breed can be.
Those
a
are
dwarf
cute.
cat. Those are cute.
Yeah.
And
yeah, what's the one with the little squish nose?
I can't remember.
He's like remember the white cat snowballs or Snowflake and Stuart Little?
Yeah.
What's that one called?
I don't remember. My friend has one, but I don't remember what it's
those
called.
I don't.
Those are cute.
No,
though.
when they're babies, they're adorable. But when they get
cute.
older, they remind me of like, I don't know, like
Anne had one of those. He literally looked like the cat from.
They look
from
like
Stuart Little.
they look like they're mad all the time. They're just like.
Well, you have ones that are like kind of squished nose, and then you have those that are like super squished nose. I don't know if that's like two separate breeds, but they kind of are similar. But one has a more squished nose than the other.
Yeah.
But Oliver has 3% Siamese cat.
What are Siamese cats again?
Do you remember Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah, but I always thought the Siamese cats.
You know,
wait,
there's like two twin
their
cats,
eyes
and they're
are like tilted
we
down.
are Siamese
Yeah.
cat. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying
That's
to think
Oliver.
like
Egyptian cats.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of one
They're like
in real
usually-
life, not a cartoon.
Yeah, they're usually like they have like a black nose and black ears,
Okay.
short hair,
Yeah, but I'm.
maybe black socks. maybe they can have different colors, but that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
But that's
Okay, so Oliver is 100% house cat. Okay.
he's 100% good boy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
and
do.
also they did like some health stuff, and he had everything cleared.
Except for his epilepsy.
There was something else that I wanted to share. There's so many papers. Oliver is do you know your blood group?
I have so much hair on me.
Do you know your blood group?
My blood group?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, am
Do you
I
know
like?
your blood group?
No, I haven't. I haven't
Well,
gone
Oliver
to a
is
doctor.
Oliver is a blood group type A. Now you know. I don't even know my blood group, but now we know Oliver's blood group. Okay, next one is Ellie, our little good girl. And I honestly am kind of disappointed with her results.
I'm not. I love her no matter what.
I'm not disappointed with what came out.
Whatever.
I feel
Ellie,
like this.
Mommy
this
doesn't mean what she's saying.
This company didn't have all the Asian breeds to find more specific results. And I think we need to go through a different company to find more specific what she is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Ellie is 100% Japanese or Korean village dog.
Which I don't think is politically correct.
No, because Jindo is a village dog breed.
Yeah.
Shih Tzu is a village dog breed. You have so many different types of village dog breeds. So the fact that they're not digging into like what types.
What's this company's name?
Embark.
Embark.
And they're really good for other, like for Lucy was really good.
And they might be a little racist.
No, shut up.
But we don't know. But
I mean, it says here, many years ago when wolves began scavenging or hunting camps, they became gradually attuned to human life. Genetic changes in those wolves over time led to tameness, small body size, and early age of first reproduction that soon after yield what we see today in the Japanese and Korean. Basically, Ellie is a wolf.
No, it was just giving you that little speech because you spent like $100 and something on that. So they're like trying to make it
They're
like
it's
storytelling. They're like,
I mean,
all dogs were started out as wolves.
well, I mean,
It's
they
like, no
they gave
shit.
me a whole thing about like. It
Hello?
says here. I hear you. Do you hear yourself?
It just sounds blown out.
You're fine. It says many of the dog breeds aboriginal to the Korean peninsula, such as Jindo, Salai.
Let me see.
Sapsalai? Sapsalai?
Sapsail?
Sapsail?
Sapsail.
Pungsan, etc. So they're giving like multiple breeds.
Well, I think she's mainly Jindo. What was her mom's mix? Was it like a Cocker Spaniel or something? What was that thing?
Well, she looks like an Australian Shepherd.
Well, no, but what was remember we ended up following the girl that we think is
she
Ellie's
also
mom's
came
dog?
out as 100% Korean village dog.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know. But it says here, as more data becomes available for them, they're going to update her results. So, we'll see. But the fun thing with this company is that they also test for relatives for Ellie. And we found one dog, the one that we just talked about, that she shares 48% DNA. And it says these dogs are immediate family. And there are either her sibling, parent, or her children. And we know Ellie doesn't have any children because she was a puppy when she was found. And this dog is older than her, so we don't think there's a sibling. And we think it's Ellie's mom. And this lady reached out to us a couple of years ago and was like, hey, I think I might have Ellie's mom. And we're going to try to set up a little meetup for them.
Little play date.
But we also found out that Ellie has around 20 cousins living in the world.
Yeah. And we got Ellie from the Dove Project.
Yes.
She's a rescue from South Korea.
Yeah.
And
she's a good little girl.
She is a good little girl. She's our little shy
snowflake
introvert.
Our little shy
She's introvert.
She is introvert.
Yeah.
She's all bite and no bark.
Which isn't good. No, that's not true.
No, she's all bark and no bite because she gets scared when you get too close.
Yeah.
She will be cocky and then you're like coming closer and she's like, oh.
Lucy is our little social butterfly.
She is.
She's very vocal and she loves everybody. She kisses everybody and she's
Hi,
such
Bubba.
a good girl. All right. Okay, let's do Lucy's now.
Okay, so Lucy was the wild card.
Yeah, this one's going to blow your mind. So we found Lucy downtown at a construction site.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just from that alone, it's not that crazy that this is what her background is, I guess.
Yeah. But what did you think Lucy was?
I straight up thought Lucy was husky, maybe German Shepherd, maybe some lab, or like even like just like, cause she's very hyper, but she's very smart. So that's like right off the bat to me is like husky.
Mm-hmm.
But then,
I mean, she kind of looks like a smaller husky.
yeah, but then on top, like she's also very like, she can lock in and be very obedient and learn very quickly. So like I was thinking like she might have German Shepherd in her, but but then she's super cuddly, and it's like she has like golden retriever energy too.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying she's golden retriever, but like but that energy, like she is so cuddly and has so much personality
Mm-hmm.
and is just like so loving.
Do you want to go turn the AC off?
Yeah. Hold on.
Here, let me hold it. Oh, okay. Doom 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 doom. Cue elevator music. Doom 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 da doo dee da doo da dee 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 da dee doo dee da ba 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 bo be ba.
Not turning off.
It will. It was just on when we started, and then it stopped, and then now it's turned on again. I feel like.
But yeah, so Lucy's like is so cuddly and has so much personality
Mm-hmm.
that I just like she either had to have like lab or like golden retriever as well in her. That's what I was like also thinking. But
Yeah.
what are
I mean, we always kind of figured she is part husky.
yeah
We were also thinking that she was part coyote.
yeah
And then we were like, oh, but she kind of has a body of a German Shepherd. Like all of these things, and she's super good with kids, but she's also has like a very big head.
yeah
Like she has a very round
and very big paws
boxy hair.
and very big paws.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We're having some camera issues, guys.
Yeah, the camera is like overheating, and I think it's getting time to invest in new equipment. Anyways, though, what we were talking about,
Lucy.
yes,
She's really good with kids.
yeah, Lucy's really good with children, and which is funny because I was really worried about her because she's so hyper, and she like when new people come over, she jumps over everybody and won't stop licking
Yeah.
them. But then when she met my nephews when we went to Spokane,
She was so gentle.
it was like as soon as they came around, she like got really calm and would just like be really, really gentle, kissing them and like just
Yeah.
being around them. So I'm excited for
She was a little cutie pie.
when,
Yes, we're talking about
when we have
you.
our own babies and she gets to play with them and cuddle them.
Guard them. But so it comes to no surprise
Dun da da da.
that 45 punked
Mm-hmm.
45. What is it called?
45%.
45.4.
Yeah, 45.4.
Okay, 45.4%. Lucy is Siberian Husky. We kind of knew that. But that means that we have more than 50% of other things. And this second one.
This was actually really surprising.
Yeah.
This one I did not expect. This was the last thing. But then after I saw this on Christmas, I was like, well, I
makes
guess
sense.
it kind of makes sense.
It makes
but
sense. So Lucy is 27.3% American Pit Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
that
makes
little
sense
pity.
though because when you just look at her, like her head, her skull is
And
so
also
big.
just her body shape.
Yeah.
She kind of has the body shape of... She does not have a body shape of a husky.
Well, it's
No, not really. Because even look at this photo that they have here.
yeah, she does. Yeah, it's like a pit bull body with like husky fur.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like
yeah,
a
her
long-haired-
her head is so big, and she has a really strong.
And her ears, her big ass ears.
Yeah.
She has really
One
strong
time,
back legs.
her and Ellie got into a scuffle,
Yeah.
and I got into the middle of it and tried to grab both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, if I grab them by the back of the hair on their necks, they'll stop. But like, I went to grab and Lucy accidentally bit my thumb, and it makes sense now that she's pit bull because her bite it hurt really bad.
Well, Ellie's bite hurts.
Yeah, but it does. But Lucy's was like strong. Like Lucy's bite felt like if she wanted to rip my thumb off, because as soon as she realized she accidentally bit me, she like stopped.
Yeah, that's
But-
what Ellie did when she accidentally bit me.
Yes, but what I'm saying is Ellie's jaw is like small like a fox.
We're having the most technical difficulties we've ever had so far in the podcast.
The camera's like overheating.
The camera refused to record, so we're now on Michelle's phone.
Yeah, we'll see how this works. We don't know how long we can record on this at a time, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll take it as it comes. We are getting this episode filmed. That's for sure.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so far we have 45% hipster, I was going to say, husky. You good?
Yeah, just keep going.
And then we have 27.4% pit bull. And the next one is 14.5% American bulldog, which is basically similar to the same like pit bull family, I feel. You just mad now?
I mean, we've already talked about this, so keep going.
We haven't. This is the first time I'm mentioning this.
That she has pit bull in her?
No, that she's a bulldog.
Oh.
Calm down.
Sorry, I'm just
take a deep breath.
I'm zoning out. I'm just waiting for the camera to die again.
You're fine. Just take a deep breath. Don't be angry.
I hate technology. It's stupid.
I know you do, baby, but it's fine. No, but she's 14.5% American bulldog.
Okay. What does a bulldog look like again?
Like this.
That's a picture of Lucy.
Like that.
Oh yeah.
They have more of a squished face.
Yeah.
A little bit thicker in the build, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's next?
And the next one is that she is 12.8%. So the last percent of her full body count, or for full DNA count, she's a super mutt.
I don't like Embark's like broad terms on animals.
No, so basically what they're saying is
they're like domestic house cat,
it
village dog,
it says Lucy
super mutt.
Lucy descends from several generations of mixed breed dogs. We have identified 3 dogs that are likely part of her unique super mutt heritage. So basically they found 3 more breeds in her, but they can't say exactly what percentage of each breed. So the 3 breeds that are in this super mutt mix is golden retriever.
I was right. I forgot that. I forgot.
You did?
Yeah, I forgot.
You were like talking about it. I was like,
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the camera died and we missed all of that discussion about the golden retriever thing. But it does. I'm not gonna say it again, so I don't care.
But she's a golden retriever, and she is Alaskan Malamute.
Malamute, I think, is what it's
Malamute.
called.
And the last one is Labrador.
Yeah. She has golden retriever and Labrador energy big time.
Yeah.
That's where like her very cuddliness comes from, I think. But
yeah, 100%. And then we also found out that Lucy has a relative. I don't know where she is. I don't know her breed, what she's mixed with. I know she was husky something. And I know they're 57% share DNA, which is more than the dog that we are pretty sure is Ellie's mom. But we don't know how old she is, so we don't know if it's a sibling or a parent. And it's most likely not one of her children because she was so young when we found her. She was only like 3-4 months. Yeah, I'm hoping they're gonna update their profile so we can get a little bit more information. But 57% is pretty, that's still a lot.
what if these people were like, oh my God, we lost her, we want her back?
They're not getting her back. They can't. They don't have any grounds to stand on because
Yeah, no, I would.
we have her.
I would laugh. I would laugh in their face.
Yeah, we have the ownership for her. But we also found out that Lucy has around like 30 cousins or half siblings or aunts and uncles or grandparents or first cousins all over America.
That's so crazy.
And all over the world.
That's actually wild.
Yeah. Which is really funny. And another funny thing is none of them is named Lucy.
That's good. One of a kind.
Because that's usually a pretty common name. Are you doing okay?
No. Is the camera still on?
Yeah, it's still on. Calm down. What do you think about these results?
I don't like Embark.
Baby, you're gonna sit here and edit this episode and you're gonna say, I hate this episode because I'm so bored looking at it, but you're also sitting here giving nothing.
Because I'm just waiting for the camera to die. Also,
Okay, but stop waiting for the camera to die. Just be here in the moment, present, talking to me and to them.
No.
You're making this worse.
How about we talk about this? How about we talk about how I've felt very uninspired to do these?
You have.
Yeah. I felt like I mean, I'm happy that we had a meeting for this one, so we have a little bit of like a sense of what we're talking about. But the past couple episodes were like so hard to get through because I was like,
even like the Christmas and New Year one?
No, not the Christmas and New Year's, but like, did we only do one more after that?
It was like the one before Christmas and then the one after New
I guess
Year's.
it was just a mixture of everything. I don't know. I felt like it was just like I felt like we've just been like grasping for things to like talk about, and I don't like when things are like when things feel forced, you know. And so I very much have been just like.
But I mean, isn't that the reason why we started this podcast to begin with? For us to start having more conversations?
Yes.
Yes. And now you're feeling like it's getting
No, I'm just
talked
saying.
out?
No, I'm just saying though. That's how I've been feeling for the past. I just felt like I don't know. It's just felt like it was like a little bit like pulling teeth, you know.
Yeah.
Because like I felt like at first it was just like I felt like it was really fun and we were having a blast doing it, and then it started feeling like work, and I was like, I don't want it to feel like work.
Yeah, but you do that pretty often when you start a project and then you feeling like it's not as fun as when you started it, and you start backing away from it. So how can we make this more fun then?
Well, definitely that because aren't we going to do like a Reddit story?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So I think that will be somewhat interesting, even though I didn't like the wedding one that we did originally.
Yeah, but the wedding one also has like the most views.
Which I don't even understand why.
I do. People like Reddit. You're just not one of those people.
I just don't care about OP's opinions. Okay.
Okay.
Is it OP?
Yeah.
OP?
OP. This person's name is OP too. No, but so what do you feel would make this podcast more fun for you? Because I don't really want to quit this podcast.
I'm not talking about quitting. I also know that I just have
yeah,
ups
but I
and
also
downs
don't
of,
want
like,
you to be like half-assed going into every episode, because then you're editing it and you're just like, oh, I kind of hate this episode, and then it's not fun to do. Then it actually starts feeling like work because you're making it work. It's feeling more forced because you don't like it, and I can sense it, you know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But give me something.
For what?
Ideas for how you feel like we can make this podcast more fun.
We can just talk about interesting things.
Okay, give me an interesting topic.
Aliens.
Okay. What do you want to say about aliens?
I think they're living in our oceans.
I don't, but go on.
I don't know, baby. I thought this would be something that I could put out here. I don't know.
You can.
Okay, but I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. If I knew how to fix it, we wouldn't be talking about it.
It's not about fixing. It's just right now we're just bouncing ideas.
Yeah, I know. But if I knew how to fix the problem,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be a problem because I would have fixed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you feel like doing our meetings helps?
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy that we have something to talk about is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That we have a
That's-
theme.
I mean, that right there, it feels like because just I don't know, just having like an aimless episode where like I don't know, I don't even I don't know, baby.
Okay, you don't you don't.
You're making
I'm
me
so-
frustrated.
I'm sorry. I don't mean
Just
to make
let's
you
read
frustrated.
let's read the stuff. I don't know what
Let's
to
read
say.
the
I'm like I just keep saying and I don't know what the
That's fine. That's fine. Do you feel like having guests on would make it more fun?
yeah, definitely.
Would you like interview the guests, or would you
Ye-
just
We just have a conversation. I don't know. We would just
then why
talk.
can't we have that conversation?
We can. I don't know. It's been we've already done quite a few episodes, and I feel like we've talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And there's only so much you can talk about without like upsetting like half the people that are listening. So
Half the internet, yeah. I know. Okay, are you ready for some Reddit stories?
yeah.
Okay, I have 2 Reddit stories here. And these Reddit stories are focused on DNA. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. The title it's from the subreddit that's called Donor Conceived. And the title is I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 23% related to my husband.
Yikes.
And they're seeking support and is saying this. Hi everyone, I've known my whole life that I'm a donor conceived. I grew up in South Wales and my parents were always open about it, so it was never a big secret. I didn't think much beyond that, though, until a couple of years ago, me and my husband decided to take an ancestry DNA test. We thought it'd be fun. Maybe we found some half siblings and he'd learn a little bit. Maybe I would find some half siblings and he will learn a little bit more of his side of the family. Well, we got the results and I matched with him, my husband, as a half sibling. At first, I thought it had to be some kind of mistake, or maybe I misunderstood something, but no. After looking into it, we realized that his dad was also a donor, and no one ever told him. Now, here we are, married for years with 2 kids, and we're still trying to figure out how to process the fact that we are siblings.
Okay.
I don't even know how to explain how I feel. It's just overwhelming. I love him, of course, but this changes so much. We've already spoken to a genetic counselor, and we're trying to move
A
forward.
genetic counselor?
Yeah. And
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Like a
Maybe a therapist that talks about people marrying each other. No, I don't know.
That's so specific.
I'm kidding. I don't
You're
know.
like I can't talk to you about any of your other problems because I'm not qualified, but if you're sleeping with your sibling, that's what I
maybe
studied
it's just
for 4 years.
Maybe it's just a doctor who
Okay.
specializes in
like
genetics.
genealogy,
Yeah.
genealogy.
Yeah. And we're trying to move forward, but it's like everything we thought we knew about our family has been flipped upside down. I just feel kind of lost. Has anyone else gone through something like this? I really appreciate hearing from anyone who has dealt with something similar, or even just your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, OP. Unfortunately, no. I don't know what you're going through, and I don't know anyone who has gone through that. It's very unfortunate.
How would you feel if we took a DNA test and I matched as a half sibling? I mean, that wouldn't really happen because my family is from Sweden and your family is from
My dad's from Poland.
What if
pretty-
I turned up to be like your second cousin?
I don't think that's illegal. I think you can. I don't quote me on this. But I'm pretty sure what's illegal is like sleeping with your first cousin. I think your second cousin is far enough removed that the DNA wouldn't like you wouldn't have like
Okay, skip the
I'm,
law.
I don't also
skip
I'm
the
not
law. Like,
also I'm not even I don't even know what I'm saying right now. This is just me like making stuff up.
also, I don't know if they have to divorce because they were already married for years before they found out.
Are the children okay? Like, because typically
guess.
when the DNA is that close, like then there could be like abnormalities between or for the children. Like they can come out like
there is a tiny
with like
edit
like
here.
with I think with like Down syndrome, there's like a lot of things that can happen.
There's a tiny edit here that says, "This blew up so much bigger than I intended. I'm going to speak to my husband about family therapy again and sit on this information. We have no interest in going public at this point." Because all of this is...
Did anyone ask if they look the same?
No. Because all of this is anonymous, so...
I wonder if they look similar. If they've always joked. They're like, God, we have the same eyes.
That would be crazy. But no, like... Despite like the legal side of it, like how would you feel if you found out that
I don't think
I was related to you? We had kids, and
yeah, but I don't think that would be illegal if we never grew up with each other.
No, not the legal side. Your feelings about it. Like, how would you feel?
I mean, if our kids were normal and they were healthy, because that's like the main thing. Is like, I mean, yeah. First of all, it's gross, but. Secondly, I think the reason why it's mainly illegal to like for inbreeding is because like the I can't even fucking Abernacle the children will like come out all like
no, I get that,
not right,
but I'm just talking more about like your feelings about it.
If I don't know you...
No, you do know me.
No. I understand what you're saying. I'm saying if you and me never met each other and we were related and then we got together and then found out we were half siblings, that takes the equation away of like being gross as my sibling. Is what I'm
like
saying.
You didn't grow up together.
If we grew up together knowing that we're brother and sister and then hooked up and then had kids, that's fucking gross.
But how do you feel about the Clueless movie?
They're not related.
No.
They're not related by blood at all.
No, I know.
Yeah. I mean, is it weird? Yeah, it's weird, but is it illegal or gross? I mean, technically no, it's not illegal or gross. What makes it gross is when you're literally like related, but
yeah.
I mean, but that's like the Clueless love interest is like every porn ever made.
Yeah, I like that movie, but it's a weird plot when you think about it.
I don't know if they were actually related, then that would be really gross. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if their kids are healthy. It's like I don't know, who cares? But that would be shocking for sure. You know.
Yeah. To
have to kind of sit with that.
Yeah. The top comment says, "I think you need some family counseling first between you and your husband, and then later down the road, when you inevitably tell your children. I'm not sure if you're able to take leave from work, but it would be a good idea to look into that because
to leave work."
To take leave from work, like take a little vacation just to collect yourself
with your brother.
To look into that because absolutely something you need to process without work as a distraction.
I honestly I don't think it's in that much depth of like where you have to just like reminisce with it and think about it that much. It's just like, listen, okay, it's weird. You can both acknowledge it. When you guys watch Game of Thrones and the Lannisters come on, you can always look at each other and give each other like a tip of the hat. But other than that, mean. I mean, honestly, they shouldn't tell anybody. They should just sweep that little ditty under the rug and forget about it.
Opie responds with, "I'm in therapy myself, but unfortunately my husband is not open to that right now. He's in a big denial phase and does not wish to talk about it."
That's good. That's exactly what you should act like. You should just be like, that's stupid. Honestly, I think a lot of these DNA websites or whatever they are.
Yeah.
I think they're just like CIA ran websites to get everybody's DNA and get you in some big system
Yeah.
to track everybody. That's what I think.
It's
That's why-
also crazy. I mean, not really. I think they both also like grew up in the same area. So I'm also wondering, like, if his dad was a donor, like, do you think they have any other siblings in the area?
Fuck yeah, they probably do.
I'm thinking about, you know, that doctor.
They should have her parents check to see if they're siblings.
Oh. But you know that
That one doctor that gave his seed to everybody.
yeah, that put his own sperm into
Yeah.
his patients.
Yeah, he did it like what? Like he had like over 100 kids or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a wild fucking thing to do.
Well, this
How
has
would you
nothing
not
about.
like? How would you not think that would get back to you?
Yeah.
Like that's so crazy to think like you're gonna get away with that.
But there's a lot of people commenting about support and everything. I have an update on this post. And this update came like a couple of days later. And it just says, update to my latest post. Thank you so much for all the responses, support, and advice. I've taken some time to process, and I want to provide an update on where we're at. First, I've been in individual therapy and working through everything. It's been incredibly helpful to have some space to just unravel my thoughts. My husband has also told me that he is open to couple therapy, which is a big step for us, and I'm hopeful that it will help us navigate this together. To confirm some things, yes, my father-in-law is the donor, which makes him not only my husband's father, but also my father.
That's weird. And he's close. Is he close with his dad?
It was a lot to take in. We're both really angry at my husband's dad that he never told him the truth, and at the moment, neither of us are talking to him because it's too much.
Hold on a second.
So I guess they cut off the
I'm
dad.
just trying to figure this out. So her husband,
Mm-hmm.
his father,
Mhm.
is the donor for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But
No. He is a donor of her, but he's actually the dad, his dad. He
Okay.
grew up with that dad,
okay,
but he never told his kids that he was a donor.
okay,
So they didn't know that they had a bunch of half sibling because he donated.
yeah.
So he grew up with that dad, knowing that he married his half sister.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Would you cut the contact with your dad?
I mean, getting family gatherings together would be a lot easier.
Oh,
You don't have to travel as much.
No.
It's like when we have to go visit your family and my family, we have to be like, okay, do we want to go to your parent or do we want to go to your families for the holidays or to go to my families? They just have to do one trip.
Andrew, you're terrible.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of this. You always say I can be negative. I'm trying to think of the positives.
Okay.
That's a positive.
Sure, if you want to see that as a positive.
It's weird still, but it's a positive.
We've also discovered about 40 other siblings so far who
Good
all
God.
live nearby.
Oh my God.
This was another layer of the experience we weren't prepared for. We haven't met them all yet, but knowing they're out there brings its own set of challenges and questions. Imagine just like finding out that you have like 40 half siblings out there. I mean,
I want to.
you come from a family of having like what, 8 half siblings?
Yeah. No,
7?
No, Kasha and Janie and I, we're
Okay,
all
sorry,
we're full.
You have
siblings.
five half siblings.
Yeah.
And then 3 full siblings. But just like I only have one brother. What if I found out that I had a bunch of half siblings out there? Like that would be
I
crazy.
mean, knowing you would be like, oh, I want to go have coffee dates with them or something.
Yeah, of course I want to get to
I'm
know
like
them.
opposite. I would be like, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess we come from different families. Luckily.
I don't know.
As for our marriage, no, we're not divorcing. We love each other and are committed to working through this. But we haven't told our children yet. We plan to get professional advice before we do. This isn't something we want to rush in without understanding the best way to approach this for their sake. I know many of you are part of the donor conceived community, and I want to say that while I'm very aware and involved in spaces like We Are Donor Conceived and follow creators like Laura Hyde, Donor Dylan, The Queer Mama, Rachel, Strangers Like Me, Sunny, LV Lucas, etc., I'm not interested in speaking to anyone publicly about our situation. I'm really proud of people like Victoria Hill for going public, but that is not something that I want or what's best for my family right now. Thank you for listening, for the advice and the understanding. We're taking this day one day at a time. Yeah. DNA. Would you, I mean, I know you talk about that you don't want to do like a DNA test. Is that something you still feel?
Yeah, I have no purpose. The government already has my DNA because I've been arrested twice.
Then why can't we do a DNA
Wait,
test?
actually, do they take your DNA when you do that? No.
I
They have
don't
my
know.
fingerprints.
Fingerprints. Not that your DNA.
I mean, I've donated plasma before when I was younger.
Okay.
So
you think
but no, I really I don't care.
I kind of care.
Well, you're not taking my DNA and doing it, so you can
But
do
what
whatever.
if I do it?
You can do whatever you want. You're your own
I
person.
know that I have I don't have siblings. I know that I have family in the US. It's like a very distant family.
I already have a big family, and it's already hard keeping up with everyone's birthdays and trying to see everybody. I don't need to add to that list. I don't need it.
Yeah. I just
So-
wanted to see if I'm anything else part than Swedish.
And for the most part, I'm pretty sure you're 100% Swedish.
Yeah.
I mean, is your dad's, both his parents are from Sweden,
Yeah.
and then their parents were from Sweden,
Yeah.
and then their parents were from Sweden?
Yeah, the family that I know that I have in America, they migrated from Sweden to America. So they were Swedish.
When did they come here?
Oh, a long time ago.
Like when?
Like
1900s?
probably.
Interesting.
Like when people immigrated to America, basically. Migrated.
Well, people have been immigrating here.
No, but like, you know, when
Forever.
how old is America? 200 years?
America was founded July 4th, 1776.
Okay, so how old does that make America?
I don't know how to do math.
But it's a little bit over 200 years old. So I would say like some time after that. But no, like they migrate. I would say like maybe I don't know. Like I would say like mid 1800s to early 1900s. That's what I would say that they migrated here.
Okay.
You know? Maybe it's even later. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm honestly just ball pointing here.
It's not ball pointing. It's like ballpark. You're just giving it a ballpark reference.
I'm just parking my thoughts here. But no, so I know like they were Swedish to begin with. So
All right.
I don't know. I think my dad did some ancestry tests in Sweden, and I think he went back on his side of the family till like the 1800s, and they were still Swedish.
Okay.
So, we'll see. We'll see. I kind of want to do a DNA test. That would be fun to do. Just to see like if I can find any other percentage of Europe. Okay, are you ready for next story?
Yeah.
Okay. This one is from Ancestry DNA. And the title is Found Out That I'm a Product of a Donor. Well, I didn't think this would happen to me. Years ago, my maternal grandfather took a DNA test, and we were all really interested in his results. I asked my parents if I could take one too, so I could see my genetic makeup on all sides, and my parents practically forbade me to ever take one.
Forbid?
Forbade. It says forbade. forbade. F-O-R.
Oh, it should say
EA.
forbid.
Yeah. Citing reasons like people hacking, the government having my DNA, all that.
That's exactly what I think.
I let it go for the time being, but always knew I wanted to take one someday.
These kids' parents are smart.
Fast forward to a few weeks ago, I saw there was a sale and I seized the opportunity and got a test and sent it back the same day I received it without telling anyone.
Oh, God.
After I had sent it off, I called my mom to tell her that I took one, and after looking through the subreddit a bit, asking jokingly if there were any big family secrets I should know about, she was serious and said, "We need to talk in person." Cue my freak out.
Oh, God.
To put a long story short, I found out my biological father was a sperm donor. My parents were married and had fertility issues. So to use a sperm donor, they decided to never tell anyone, so no one else in my family knows. The dad I grew up with passed away a while back, and I wish I could tell him that I don't think of him any differently. No matter the DNA, he's still my dad. I feel like I've opened a whole new can of worms now. I won't tell any other members of my family, as those were my parents' wishes, but I don't know what I found out when I get the result from the test back. I mailed my kit on 12/31/24. I definitely don't think I'll reach out to my biological father, since he was just a donor. Who knows if he wants to hear from me? I don't feel like a need for that. So he probably hasn't even gotten his test back. This is like before he got his test back. His mom is like, "Hey, you're donor conceived."
I think it's
because that's what he's saying. Like, I'm opening up a whole new can of worms. Like, I'm gonna find out so many siblings or half siblings.
Don't you think it's fucked up though? Like, if someone's a donor, and then they get put into this like system, and then
like they're donor conceived.
Yeah, and then you have all these fucking kids being like, "Do you want to have any part in my life?" It's like, no, I donated sperm.
I think that you can
Yeah, you can opt out, but if that's what I'm saying, is if you do these DNA tests,
yeah,
then you're in the system, and it's just like Ellie and Lucy. It's like you see, oh, you're related to these people, and that's not why I don't want to do it. I've never donated sperm, but I think it is fucked up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Imagine if you did have like a few kids out there.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. Imagine if you were a dad.
I'm easy to find. You can Google me.
That's not all what I meant, but sure. I keep wondering how many half siblings that will come up, and if they know they were donor conceived. I'd at least like to get to know them and see what any of them look alike. What should I say? I've seen people on the subreddit just to reach out with, "Hi, I saw that we were related, and I would like to figure out how, if you're willing." But what if they don't know about the donor and I bring up the drama in their family? Also, I ended up giving the papers from the donation back from my mom, found the donor's profile online, and paid for the full report, a child picture of him, and an audio recording. After hours of slouting? No, not slouching.
Let me see it. Where is it? Sleuthing? I don't like.
Sleuthing? I found out who he is. There was just enough identifying information, believe it or not. I could definitely be wrong, but his height, hair, weight, eye color, hair color, college major, years in college, place of birth year, and occupation all lined up. Turns out he made it in his field and has a brief Wikipedia. I got lucky enough to have all that information I needed, so if my half siblings end up wanting to know, I can tell them. He keeps a low profile nowadays with no public social media, but again, I feel no need to reach out to him or his family aside from my half siblings. If anybody else has been in the same situation, how did you go about it? How many siblings did you find out? Were they receptive to talking to you? Is there anything I should know or be prepared for? Thank you.
I just
just
like
dead quiet.
I think I'm more thinking about like the guy in that situation, you know?
Yeah.
Because when you do those things, you ask like to keep your identity anonymous, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think during those times, I don't think anyone was thinking that there was going to be this fucking people were going to be sending in their DNA to see who they're related to, you know?
Yeah.
Like there was going to be this big wave of people wanting to do these tests. So I don't know. If I was the parent of that kid, the mom, I'd be like, listen, like we got a donor.
Yeah.
It's just some fucking random person. So it's like, I think it's kind of wrong of you to go drop into this person's life when he's married and has kids.
I mean, he's not saying that he's not
I know.
he's not any interested in contacting
That's
the
what
dad.
that's what he said, but he's saying like, have any of you guys been in this experience, and like, what do you recommend doing?
Well, he
I'm
says
sure
that
there's
he's gonna reach out to his siblings.
Okay, and then, but I'm just saying though, what if one of those siblings is like, I want to meet him, and it's
Yeah.
like, I just think
And he's like, I have a full report on everything.
well,
on
yeah,
him.
like you're doing all that, and then I think that's like, I think the parents of this kid, I know he said that his dad that raised him passed away, but like the mom needs to be like, listen, like, so this person helped us conceive you, and it's like he wanted to be anonymous, so it's like I think you kind of owe that person that bit of privacy.
Yeah.
And I understand.
But also, what's up with the voice recording from the clinic? Did he like record a voice recording about, hey, I'm your dad?
when he's like,
I'm daddy.
He's like 19 years old in college. He's like, what's up, motherfuckers?
What's
Welcome to Earth.
God.
No, I'm so happy that I never did that. I had people reach out to me like privately asking me if I wanted to be a donor.
Yeah,
I've
see,
had
that's
this happen
crazy.
to me like 3 times.
I understand. They want your sperm.
And no, but there was a point in San Diego where I was like, I was fucking broke. When I was like bartending and waiting tables and doing all that shit. First time someone reached out to me, I literally was thinking about it. And if I wasn't in my previous relationship,
You probably would have done it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if you had.
I don't know.
a
I don't
kid.
know. I don't know if I would have. I honestly don't know if I would have done it. But it crossed my mind. So I understand when younger guys do it, when there is like that incentive about making good money. I understand. So,
and it's also just the fact that like if it's like someone you know who can have kids and they're like, hey, like, and then you're helping them create a family, basically.
Yeah.
Like that's
which
also
there was a couple that did reach out to me. They were kind of a little weird about it because they didn't want to do it in a doctor's office.
No, they wanted to do it the
and I had to
the natural
I
way.
had to kindly decline, but I just think though, like I think
Did they offer to pay you?
yeah,
Okay.
of course. What do you
Okay.
That's the only thing I that's my only incentive is to make money from it. I just think though when somebody agrees, when they go through legal ways of doing that, like when I say legal, like professional or the proper channels of donating, you ask to be anonymous, and it's like I feel like if the hospitals can't be in charge of that, then I think that falls on whoever the parents of the donor kid, the donor child's that responsibility falls on them. Like they need to tell the child, like, listen, this person asked to stay anonymous, so I think what you're doing isn't right, and like if that's your kid, you need to stop. Like if the parents said don't do a DNA test, then and they were very adamant about that, they should have been like, listen, this is why. They should have told them before he went and did it because he found a good deal. You know? because they just said, "Oh, don't do it because we don't trust the government and we don't want your DNA in the government system." Like that's what essentially what what they said.
Yeah.
And that was just a lie because they didn't want him to find out that he was they used a donor for his sperm. So it's like I think it's fucked up.
Because there's also a commentator that said, I think it's wrong to keep that a secret. What if you have health problems? What if you end up marrying your half sibling? And like, yeah, that is a big thing about it, because like usually there is a big chance of being half siblings in that area, especially if they stayed in that area the whole life. And like, yeah, what if you marry a half sibling, like the other story?
Isn't there like some kind of like when you're doing, I feel like the smartest thing to do is if you're getting donors, you get people out of state, so it's like people that don't live near you.
I know, and I think the clinic has some kind of responsibility too to not.
But are you sure that's not a thing?
To not give the same sperm in the same radius, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying is like I feel like they have that seems like such a common sense problem, you know?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
It's like, okay, if I was in this business, what not to do? Okay. Not give the same donor sperm to multiple people in different families, that same sperm, so then they create a bunch of relatives. Like that would be one of my first things to not do, you know?
Yeah.
So if that's just us thinking about that, there's been people that have been doing this for fucking years and years and years. So it's like I'm sure they have some of those like safety nets set in place or something, you know?
Yeah.
And so when this type of stuff happens, it has to be like purely a coincidence.
Yeah.
Or you're in fucking Wales, okay?
Yeah. Jeez. I'm just reading some comments here.
I'm sure most of these people too on this Reddit forum are like teenagers, and they're like, reach out to him. Reach out to him.
Not really.
There's no one
saying that? Not really. No, nobody's really saying that. They're just like giving some advice.
Ellie and Lucy are cuddling on the couch.
Oh, babies.
What are they saying? Read some.
I found out at 38 that my dad wasn't my biological dad, that I'm a product of a sperm donor. I also have now 19 half siblings and counting.
Wow, that donor was busy.
Your parents set you up for this shock with their stealth. They should have told you. It is your origins that we're talking about, and in any case, they are your real parents for having loved you and raised you. They are, and you could always have kept it from the rest of the family. Your excitement and perhaps learning more about your relatives is understandable. Good luck with your quest. I'm gonna go to this account and see if they have any updates.
I guess it's me being like closed-minded in the sense of like, since I know that I'm the product of my parents, so it's like I don't have that curiosity of like, oh, where did I come from, you know? So that's like kind of me being like, I need to be better about being more open-minded of like, but but then, I mean, if I found out I wasn't my parents' kid, I don't know what I'd think.
Yeah. I mean, he updated 13 days ago because his post is 14 days old.
Okay.
And he updated 13 days ago.
Hold on, let me guess what he said. He said this. Hey guys, it's OP. Wait, hold on, sorry. Hey guys, it's OP.
His OP.
So, I did reach out to my dad. He wasn't happy.
No. He just said, I don't have the results yet. I sent them off December 31st. And then asked my mom about the family secrets I might uncover. She told me, etc. Haven't been marked received by the lab yet. This post is mostly asking how many half siblings I might match with, what I should say to them, etc. Which wish it was a troll post though. So he's just responding to a comment. But he hasn't updated at all since.
What if he reaches out
ago.
to one of the siblings and they're like a complete mess, and they're addicted to Oxycontin, and he invites them over and he steals all their stuff in their house?
Mm-hmm.
What happens then? You don't want that kind of trouble in your life.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Opie, don't do it.
There's another comment here. I'm on the younger side, but an adult. All my mom had was papers with the donor's ID, his height, weight, hair and eye color, and college major. I went to see if the Cyrobank was still operating. When entering the donor ID, I was able to find out everything else electronically through there. I don't believe the website existed when I was conceived. The date said the audio recording was from 1999. I have extremely mixed feelings about everything. On one hand, I was lied to my whole life, but on the other, I think it was because my dad's fear it wouldn't accept him as my dad for whatever reason he may have thought. I don't think I fully processed everything quite yet, but I'm sure I'll feel differently when the DNA results end up yielding what they will. I'm going to look into the resources of DCP for sure. I don't know what DCP is.
DCP.
Donor conceived person.
Donor conceived person.
I'm gonna guess. What do you guess DCP stands for?
Well,
No. But no, he doesn't have any updates yet, unfortunately.
deliverance, credence, perseverance.
But God, did you hear about? This is like a whole other. Did you ever hear about the story about the little boy that
fell down the well?
That got kidnapped from the hospital?
No.
So there was this little boy. He got kidnapped. I think when he was like 2 days old.
Okay.
There was a woman dressed up as a nurse that just walked in and
was she a nursemaid?
What?
Was the little boy's name Zadist?
No.
Did she put him on the auction block?
No.
Okay, keep going.
But she got she kidnapped the boy, and 'cause she just like went into the hospital room. Hello,
Ellie. Okay, so she kidnapped him.
She just walked into the hospital room, said, "We're gonna do some tests on your kid," and the mom was like, "Okay." So she just took the baby, walked out, and then like 30 minutes later, an actual nurse comes in and she's like, "Hey, we're gonna do some testing on your kid," and she's like, "You guys already have my kid," and they were like, "No, we don't," and then they called like,
and the
cops
hospital
there.
is just like, "Whoops." Because we don't have security or anything. We just let anyone come in here and do whatever the fuck they want.
I guess.
The hospital should be held 100% accountable for that.
Yeah. But then like a year later, they found an abandoned kid. And they were like, we couldn't determine, like they had like photos of the kid. And they're like, we couldn't determine that he wasn't the son or the kid. Like seeing like from appearance wise.
Well, yeah, no shit. He's not going to look the same.
No, but like they looked at like how his ears were shaped, how his like
that
facial
all changes.
I know.
But what year was this?
This was like probably in the.
They couldn't do a DNA test to see
No,
if it matches with the
this
mother.
was like in the 70s or something.
You sure they're not gonna do DNA testing?
Yes, I'm gonna get to that. And
Hold on a
they were
second.
like, it's up to the mom to figure out if she is she needs to like decide if this is her son or not. Like she's gonna feel it on.
Okay.
And she was like, she saw the kid and she was like, yes, this is my son. And then they lived together for like 35 years. And when he was like in his mid to late 30s, he actually did a DNA test and found out he wasn't the parent or the son. But they found a son like when they were probably in their mid 50s or something. It was just a crazy story.
Yeah, that's.
What did you even Google? Boy got kidnapped in the hospital?
No, I was seeing when DNA testing became available for use, and it said like, they said the first time it was used for a criminal case was 1987.
Yeah.
So you're.
No, this was before they could do like DNA testing.
I was just double checking because I felt like, I don't know.
But
Again,
also, I feel like
I don't even know what year the fucking United States was founded in. So.
But also, I feel like it's just like I don't ever would have allowed a nurse to come in and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna take your son from you," and walk away and do testing. I'm like, do the testing in here.
I mean, but
No.
I mean,
Unless he
if
has
you
like trouble, unless the kid has like trouble breathing or
yeah,
something.
but I'm just
that
saying
needs to be
though.
in an
I'm just saying
incubator.
though, if you just gave birth to a child, okay, you're a
Mhm.
baby, and you're sitting there, you're tired.
Then
I mean,
your job is to keep eyes on that baby.
yes, but
at all
I'm
time.
saying though, if a nurse, someone in scrubs came in there and they were like, "Hey, we have to take."
I'm not blaming the mom. I just think it's crazy that they would even, because like even the nurses that came in after, they were also gonna like take him to a different room to like do testing.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is like, I feel like it's pretty common. I mean, if I remember clearly with Leah,
Mm-hmm.
they put Leah on a side table, and then I think they had to keep her in there for a little bit, like a little incubator, but it was in the room. I can't remember if they took her out, but I'm just saying though, like if you were sitting there with your baby and they're like letting the mother like bond with the child for like the however long, couple minutes, 20 minutes, but if they had to take the baby somewhere else to do something, that I wouldn't think that's crazy. Because imagine sitting there in a hospital, and they're like they're like, hey, we need to take the baby over to this room. We have to just run some quick tests,
Yeah.
but we need to take them into this other room. You're gonna sit there and be like, no, and they're gonna be like we have.
No, then
like,
I would
we
say
have,
my husband is going with you.
They're gonna be like, we have to do that. And you're just like, no, I read a Reddit story and the baby got kidnapped.
I've seen so many cases of like kids being kidnapped. I've seen kids being swapped. I saw one story that was like, oh,
That's why I'm gonna bring a Sharpie.
I was gonna change my diaper on my daughter, and I unraveled her diaper, and there was a penis, and they have swapped the baby.
Yeah. Well,
And
don't
I'm
worry.
just like-
I'm gonna bring my Sharpie. I'm gonna write Andy on the underneath the baby's foot, like
No, you're not.
like the toy Woody.
You're not putting a fucking poisonous Sharpie.
Just
on
in case if they swap it, I just
No.
I do this. I grab the foot, and I'm like, that's not our kid. I wrote Andy on his foot.
No, you're not doing.
I'm gonna do that.
You crazy.
I'm gonna do it.
No, I'm just not gonna allow them to
Okay.
take our kids from the room.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that in Sweden.
That's fine. I'm just saying in America, I'm like
Unless it's like an emergency, you're not really allowed to separate the kid from the mother, I think.
Yeah, I'm like, what if there's like complications and they have to rush the kid out of there to do something to like save it, and you're like, no, you have to do it in here, and they're gonna be like, listen, lady, we don't have the proper equipment to do what we need to do. We have to take it to like an ICU room or something.
Yeah, that's what they did
And
with my
then-
brother.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm only saying it from the perspective of like the mother. Like if someone came in scrubs and be like, hey, I have to take the child, it's like you'd be like, oh yeah, of course, yeah. Like I wouldn't be like, no.
I would question everything.
No, you wouldn't. Until
gonna
you
say, you're
heard
not
that
touching
story.
my
Until you heard
kid.
that story, I wouldn't have second guessed it. Is what I'm saying. I just wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. But God, America's healthcare system's bullshit. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It's bullshit.
Well, hopefully we'll have some health insurance soon.
Yeah. Well, I'll have SAG health insurance in April, and then we'll get you on that. But I mean, it's
That'd be
not
nice.
like I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna go to a fucking doctor here to.
No, but it's good to have.
Yeah.
Good to have in case. We need to get some dental insurance too.
Yeah.
We should also get some. I mean, you need to get some vision insurance. Get you some glasses.
I don't need that.
Fine.
That's like a waste of money. And also dental. The place I go to, it's even if I had dental insurance, it would be still expensive. The thing, I have like a plan with them where I can go in and get like 2 cleanings a year or something.
Okay, and when was the last time you went in for cleaning?
Well, the reason why I didn't go back in there again is I don't need to get into this.
But are you still paying for that?
No, I stopped.
Okay, good.
No, I stopped.
Good.
But I don't want to get into that.
No, I get that. Do you have anything else to talk about in this subject? Anything else you want to mention?
About this specific thing?
Mm-hmm.
What was it about again?
DNA.
No, I mean,
But if you want to talk babies or aliens or whatever your heart, do you have anything you want to say?
like, are you trying to end this episode?
I mean, if you don't have anything else to say, then yeah.
Why do you always put me on the spot like that?
I'm just asking because I'm pretty.
You always put this ultimatum on me. You're
No,
always like, you're always just like, do you have anything else to say? And
I'm telling you, I'm talked out because I've been bringing out the dog's DNA. I've been talking about the Reddit stories. So I'm asking you, is there anything you want to add or anything else you want to talk about for this week? Because I'm good.
I don't want to edit this podcast.
Okay.
You're putting me on the spot.
Okay. You don't have. You can just say no. You can just say no. I'm done. It doesn't have to be a big thing. I'm not putting you on the spot. I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this week. You look so cool in your outfit, baby.
Thanks.
Do you like your outfit?
I'm just wearing Alex Cubis's law firm on my head right now. Pathways Law Group.
I didn't even.
This
read
is
that.
Alex's
Oh.
law firm. So if you get a DUI or you're in some legal trouble, give him a call.
Great.
Yeah. Or I mean, if you're
Yeah, give some legal advice.
if your DNA is all over someone's house and you maybe committed a crime, contact Alex Cubis and he can help you out with that.
Contact Rage.
He's a great lawyer. He'll get you out of a pickle. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Because Andrew's in a drought.
I'm just tired. I'm really exhausted. I feel like this has become such a job.
Well,
but this is just like, this goes back to like, I have little
ebbs and flows.
I don't know, like I feel super energized from stuff and then I feel like super depleted, and this has been something that is like, it's turning into like a draining experience, when before it was like I felt so energized leading into it and I felt energized getting out of it, and now it's like it's just tiring.
Yeah, because now we also have like almost 600 people counting on us uploading an episode every week. Is that the pressure of it?
Maybe then there's like that expectation of like, I don't know. It was like, I was like, oh, I need to be funny. But then like I started dealing with that being like, oh, I don't need to do that. And then by not doing that, I feel like it's less entertaining or something.
It's not. I think people are just getting to know like you more. You're not always funny.
She's delusional. I'm hilarious all the time.
I'm sorry. No,
I'm
he
offended.
is. He is funny.
What did you say last night that made me laugh really hard?
I don't remember.
Remember we were sitting on the couch and we were watching. Oh, we watched It Ends With Us.
Yeah.
Because this is where it gets good. This is why I don't like just ending it. Okay. Alex Cubis and I got lunch yesterday, and then we like kind of I'm not really keeping up with what's her name, Ryan Reynolds' wife, Blake Lively, and then
the lawsuit.
Yeah, and then Jason Babloni, or what's his name?
I don't know his name.
Okay, so those two people. Alex and I were like kind of talking about it because we started talking about like the nice pool and how it might be like they might be referencing that guy from that movie, and I came home, and then we ended up trying to finding a movie last night, and then we ended up finally watching that movie.
Yeah, we kind of been putting it off because like
The drama between it.
Yeah, everything just that's been happening with the whole like everything behind that movie is just, it kind of felt very off-putting to even watch it because you're just like, oh, there's so much drama around it,
and then I kept pausing it like within the first 5 minutes, and I kept saying, I was like, I can tell.
He said, let's discuss this.
Yeah. I paused, and I was like, I feel like I'm getting. This is supposed to be like kind of romantic, like they're meeting each other, and it's, I don't know, but I'm like, I was like, I kind of feel like I'm seeing the hatred behind like at least her eyes. Yeah. Like lots of like she would say something flirty, but her eyes were saying something different, you know. And so it's like I just didn't feel that chemistry. But then obviously like the movie is about like domestic abuse and stuff. So then I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense. But like even moments before that, it was just like off-putting their chemistry. But you said something when we were watching it that was fucking hilarious, and I can't remember.
Wasn't when you were like, please tell me if you see any movement that it seems like they don't like each other?
Oh, yeah. No, so I kept pausing it, and we were only like 5 minutes in. And then I said that. I was like, if you see anything like what I'm describing, like they're saying something, but their eyes are saying something else. Like I was like, point it out. And then she's like, quit pausing it. Like just stop pausing it. And then I tell her that, and then I press play, and then she's like, now I see it now, like almost immediately.
Well, it was just because she went from like, and then she went with her eyes. She was like,
yeah.
And I was like, well, you can see it right there.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. It was just the timing was funny.
Yeah. I have my moments when I'm saying funny things.
What did you think of the movie?
I didn't really like it.
I thought they did a great job on her younger version.
Oh yeah, they casted a really
casting-wise?
good girl. Yeah.
But then the guy they cast for the younger version of the other guy,
it was the wrong facial
just
shape,
everything,
the wrong
the
facial
hair, everything.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, I mean, hair makes sense. Like, oh, he grew his hair up, but it was just like the hairline.
Yeah, but the kid's hair was like as dark as mine. And then the Atlas guy, when he's older, it's like well, no, it's not even brown. It was like, it looked like he had like blonde highlights or something.
Well, the thing that I didn't like the most about that was like the younger version of him had like more defined eyebrows, like this kind of part, like.
And then the guy had like blonde facial hair.
And then he had like a more square face. And then the Atlas adult version, he was more like rounder, softer features. Like you look at them and you're just like, no, that's not the same person. Yeah.
But there was little things that the younger version of the girl of Blake, I don't know, I can't
Lily Blossom Bloom.
Lily Blossom Bloom. There was things that they both did with their mouth that was the same. There was like they would do like,
yeah,
I don't even know it, but it was like the same thing.
It was something.
That was
really good casting.
It was really good casting.
And they sounded the same too.
Yeah, they did.
Like the same kind of voice almost. But I don't know. I didn't like the opening. I understand. Like it's based off a book.
Yeah. I wonder how much true to the dialogue in the book they were.
I feel like they were pretty true.
Just because only like I know like for instance Tosca with Passion Flicks, like she really honors the text and the stories, and like it's word for word most of the time. And so I'm interested to hear anybody that's read the original book. If you're watching this and you read the book and watched the movie, like if they did that with the text and stuff. Overall though, like I like that actor that plays Atlas, because he was
barely in it.
Because I mean, well, he's like he's one of the leads in 1923, which I think season 2 is coming out soon. But Harrison Ford's in that. I really like that. Yeah. That show. I think he's great in it. But
so what do you give the movie?
I don't know. It's
out of 10, like what do you give it?
I mean, I know how hard it is to make movies. So whenever you finish a movie and there's like you can follow the story all the way through, and I mean it's not a it's like it's well made. It was shot really well. I think the soundtrack was like good in it and stuff. I just for me knowing that those two fucking hate each other and all the drama that's going on between them, it was hard for me to buy for them to like fall in love.
Yeah. That's what I felt when it was like, literally when we were like 8 minutes into the movie. I'm like, you already have her talking about that she has a bad relationship with her dad. Her dad passed away. She's going to his funeral. She has nothing to say about him. And then she meets this guy who is like, and they're like sitting on the roof flirting. And I'm just like, there's so much that happened just in these 8 minutes that it's just like the storyline is so heavy that I don't believe this light flirting that they're doing right now.
Yeah. Also, like the thing when I didn't like the moment when he's like, get off the ledge. Like the way he said that, I didn't like that. And then when she said, "Oh, you haven't had come on, you haven't had a carb a day in your life or something." Or,
yeah, that was such unnecessary.
I was like, I mean,
like they're talking about like truthful stuff, and she's like, "Oh, you don't look like a snack person." I'm just like, oh, that's such a book line.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, he's not. I don't know, from his clothing and his face, like, yeah, he's like skinny, but I don't know. I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's not.
I
like
just know like book.
That line is something you say like if he had his shirt off and he was shredded, you know.
Yeah.
But he had like a sweater on.
But that's just like a thing that readers just
eats
I know. Up.
But yeah, like it didn't hook me. But
I
there was some cool moments.
I think it is because of the whole situation going on around that too.
Yeah. I think the moment where remember when I was talking about like victims of abuse? like marital abuse or how they think the partner isn't abusive. I remember I was saying that before they had that weird little flashback of him turning and actually hitting her and then him throwing her down the thing and stuff. I did not know that was gonna happen, but I was like, I kind of was impressed with myself when I like called that. I was like, okay.
You're like,
yeah, but I thought they played that into it well.
They did. That was kind of a plot twist you weren't really thinking. Yeah.
And then so also, I mean, if anyone hasn't seen this movie, I actually don't care. But what was he talking about his brother Emerson in the beginning?
I don't know, cause
remember how he said he lost a young kid that his brother brought a gun into the room and he ended up shooting, the kid got shot.
But I thought, oh, the camera died. I guess that's it then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you guys for watching this week. I'm sorry that it's been very messy with technical difficulties and Andrew's mood.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you hanging around, and we'll see you next week.
Have a great week, guys. Bye.
And also, if you have any themes or things that you want to see or hear us talk about, please comment below.